Hi, welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Kylie, and I want to dedicate this practice to my great Aunt Mary in Michigan. I miss you and I love you. Meet me in a seated position on a stable, supportive chair that's easy to get up and down from. During our yoga practice, you can be barefoot like me, or you're welcome to wear a supportive footwear. Something like a tennis shoe or a running shoe would be great. The only thing I would advise against is doing the practice in socks or a loose-fitting footwear, such as a flip-flop or a slipper that might make you lose balance. So join me on your mat, in your chair, and find a comfortable seated position. I like to place my feet on blocks. You can always use 2 books or sturdy boxes if you have them available as well. So settling into your chair, scooting back, finding your sits bones on the chair, and then making sure that your low back is supported. You can lean back into the chair just to feel that you have that support available. And at any time, you can simply lean back into the chair to rest. Place your hands on your knees, and we'll begin with breath work. So closing your eyes if you feel comfortable, resting your hands on your knees or bringing them to heart center, and just take a few moments to settle in here, let go of anything that's happened today, and let go of anything that needs to happen the rest of the day so that you can be present and take this time to nourish your body and your mind. Begin to notice your breath just the way it is, observing the rise and the fall of each inhale and exhale. Maybe taking one hand to the belly and one hand to the chest so that you can feel your breath and you can feel the expansion of the low belly and then the heart space as you breathe in and out. When you're ready, you can deepen the breath, breathing from the low belly, engaging the diaphragm to maximize our lung capacity. Inhale, fill the belly, and exhale slowly, drawing out the breath. Taking a few more breaths here, settling into the rhythm of your breath. Maybe releasing your hands, taking hands to rest on the knees, and continue to breathe deeply from the belly. Inhale fully and exhale completely. Taking a moment to send your focus to the exhale. Inhale fully and then exhale, matching the length of the inhale or exceeding it. So really slowing down your exhale. Big breath in and a long, slow exhale. So just coming back to your breath, spending a few more moments here. And then turn your gaze down. So tucking your chin to the chest so that you feel the elongation of the upper spine or the cervical spine, stretching through the back of the neck. Really finding length there, softening the shoulders away from the ears and turning your gaze downward. Then if it feels good, you can turn your chin over to the left. Come back through center, gazes down, and then turning your chin opposite direction. Come back through center, Turning your gaze up, bringing hands together at heart center. Inhale, take the palms high. Exhale, release the palms and lower the hands down to your side. Great job. Sweeping back through center. Inhale, hands high, palms together. Exhale, hands wide. Sweeping the arms back through center one more time. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, open up. Great job. From here, take the left arm across the body, placing the hand on the shoulder for a shoulder stretch. You can make a gentle, loose fist here with that extended arm and just take a few rolls with the wrist in one direction and then the other. Great job. And then bend the elbow of the extended arm, bringing it up overhead for a tricep stretch. Inhale, find length, lifting through the heart. And then exhale, reaching up and over to the right, opening up the side body, holding on to that elbow. Great job. Come back through center and gently release and switch sides. Taking opposite arm across the body, hugging the shoulder in. Make a loose fist. And then rolling the wrist in one direction and then the other. Great job. Bend the elbow, taking it up overhead for a tricep stretch. Inhale, find length in the spine, and then exhale, reach up and over for the side bend. Release through center and lower the arms down onto the knees. Great job. Here we'll continue our spinal warm-up, gently taking one ear to the shoulder. Great job. Just warming up the neck, and then option here to gently rest the fingertips. Other side. Gently rest the fingertips next to the ear and extend opposite arm with peace fingers. Great job. So you might feel a stretch through the forearm, from the thumb to the wrist, and through the neck. And then releasing hand to the chair, holding on to the bottom of the chair and extending opposite arm up and over for a side body stretch. Great job. Taking a full breath here. And then binding hand to knee, moving right into our twist. So you can rest your hand on the back of the chair. You can take your hand along the edge of the chair, or even behind the chair for a deeper twist. The important thing is to maintain length in the spine, find length, grow tall on your inhale, and then exhale, find depth in the twist, and turn your gaze over your shoulder. Turning back to face the front of the room and gently unwind. From here, taking your right arm over the left and giving yourself a hug. So maybe sway from side to side here. You can tuck the chin and roll forward, or lift the elbows and gaze up for gentle cat-cow in a seat. Really find whatever feels good and nourishing to your body in this posture. Maybe imagine someone that you love is close and they're the one giving you a hug. Great job. Gently releasing that hug, Bringing hands back to the knees and then moving to the other side. So this time, taking ear to shoulder on opposite side, beginning to open up the neck. And then gently resting fingertips there to deepen the stretch. And extend opposite arm out long with peace fingers. Maybe feeling that stretch coming up through the thumb to the forearm to the neck. Great job. And then lowering the left hand to the chair, holding on here, releasing at the ear and reaching opposite hand up and over for a side body twist. Great job. Transitioning to our spinal twist, binding hand to knee, taking your hand and placing it behind you on the chair wherever feels comfortable. Inhale, find length in the spine, grow as tall as you can in your seat. Exhale, twisting as much as you would like. Unwind, beginning by turning your gaze back to the front of the room first, and then this time taking the left hand over the right to give yourself a hug here. You can sway from side to side. You can flow through a few more cat-cows. Inhale to gaze up. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the spine, whatever feels good. Releasing the hands, resting them on the knees once more. Now pressing your palms into the knees and rolling the shoulder blades down and back. Slightly tuck the chin, draw the navel in, engaging your core, and find the tallest seat that you can. Feeling the complete length of your spine, all the way from the base of your spine through the crown of your head. Almost like there's a string attached at the crown of your head and it's pulling you upward into this tall, strong seat. Great job. Now use that length. Keep that length in your spine to inhale, grow tall, exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. So taking your torso and draping it over the thighs, turn your gaze down, and you can let your fingertips reach down to the floor or wrap them around the knees, hugging the knees and tucking the chin. Forward fold. Taking one more breath here, coming back to that complete inhale and complete exhale. And then slowly coming back up vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing your gaze to be the last thing to lift forward, softening the shoulders. Great job. So warming up the legs next, extending your left leg out long. So start by flexing the foot and really feel the engagement all the way through the upper leg and the top of the thigh. And then point the toes, flex and point, flex and point. Great job. Then warming up the ankle joint by making circles, 3 or 4 circles in one direction, and then switching directions. Great job. Stay lifted through the core. Keep that long spine here. Nice work. And then bend the knee and we'll move into a hip opening stretch. So you can start by just crossing that foot over the other, and that will create a stretch through your left side. Or if you want to go deeper, you can reach for your ankle and draw the ankle to the knee for seated figure 4. Great job. So in seated figure 4, The ankle rests on top of the knee, and the foot is flexed and active to protect the knee. You can stay here, or you can fold forward, finding length in the spine, just like we did before. Hinge at the hips and draw the heart forward. Once you find the depth of the stretch that feels good through the outer edge of your hip and thigh, you can turn your gaze down and sink into the stretch, maybe taking 3 or 4 complete breaths here, allowing the hip to release. And if your ankles are crossed here, you can also be folding forward to find a little more depth. Great job. Coming back up to a seat, option here to lift the heel, maybe take it into the elbow crease, wrapping your hands around your thigh and rocking back and forth, almost like you're rocking a baby. And then gently release, letting that foot come all the way down to the floor and switching sides, extending the right leg this time. So start by flexing and feeling the engagement throughout the entire leg, and then point and flex the foot. Point the toes and flex the foot, beginning to warm up the ankle joint. Nice work. And then make circles with the ankle 3 or 4 times one way, and then gently switching directions. And then moving into our hip stretch. So whichever variation you took on the other side, you can come to here, maybe taking the ankle again to figure 4, resting it on the knee. Find length, and then hinging at the hips, fold forward to whatever depth of the stretch feels good for you. Sinking back into the rhythm of your breath, inhaling fully, exhaling completely. One more breath here, and then lifting up. If you did so on the other side, option to hug that foot in here and rock back and forth. And then gently release, lowering so that both feet are on the mat in front of you, and we'll move into our warrior poses. So beginning with the left leg forward, extending the right, still seated on the chair, and the length of your stance here can vary. That's totally okay. The front knee is bent, toes facing forward. The back leg is fully extended and parallel with the edge of your mat. Perfect. Then hips are facing forward, rooted on the chair. Extend your arms out long, reaching the fingertips apart, and then turn your gaze forward to complete the posture in Warrior 2. Great job. Flip the front palm and sweep your hand high for Reverse Warrior. Gaze is up to your fingertips. Slowly come back through center. Gaze is forward. Warrior 2. And then sweeping the back hand forward, making a fist and drawing it back and open for archer pose. Gaze up towards your fist. Great job. Release and come back to warrior two, and we'll flow through archer one more time. So sweeping the backhand forward, making a fist, and then draw the elbow back for archer pose. Gaze is up and forward. Great job, feel strong here. And then release, hands to a T, reach forward, and then resting elbow or forearm on the knee, and open up for extended side angle or extended warrior. Great job. Flowing back through center, and then coming through center on the chair. So bringing your heels in slightly, toes are turned to face outward, and the knees are wide, like we're sitting in a deep squat. You can bring hands through heart center, great job, or open up the arms to cactus, spreading the fingertips wide, rolling the shoulder blades back, opening the heart, great job. Awesome. Now we're going to switch to the other side. So coming to our warrior postures on the other side, adjusting your seat as needed, extending the left leg this time, and the right leg is forward and bent. Remember, toes face forward, front knee is bent, and then the extended leg, the foot is parallel to the edge of the mat. Lifting your arms to a T, great job. Reaching fingertips apart, gaze is forward, warrior two. Nice work, feeling strong here. Flip the front palm and lift the hand, reverse warrior. Great job, come back through center, gaze forward, warrior two, preparing for archer on this side. So sweeping the backhand forward, making a fist, and then draw the elbow back. Archer pose, gaze forward, feel strong. Release, extend the hands, and one more time, archer pose. Make a fist and pull it back. Great job. Release through center, warrior two, reaching those hands apart, and then reach forward and bind elbow and forearm to knee, opposite hand up and over, extended warrior. Great work. Come back through center, and then bending the knees, drawing the heels in, coming back to our wide-legged squat. This time, taking hands to your knees and dipping one shoulder, turning your gaze over the opposite shoulder. Come back through center and switch sides. Nice job. Great work. So from here, we'll move to balance. So standing up from your chair and come along the right side. You can have one hand resting on the chair at all times to support your balance. Then rooting down through the foot closest to the chair and kickstand the opposite toes. Moving to tree pose, you can stay here. This is our first expression of tree, and you can also experiment with arm variations and bottom body variations. So you can take that foot to the calf. You can also reach for the ankle and bring it up above the knee. Just make sure that there's no direct pressure on the inside of the knee. And then you can experiment with arm variation. So maybe cactus the arms, spread the fingertips. You can reach branches out long and wide. You can sway your branches from side to side. Or you can rest that hand on your thigh. Great job. Beautiful trees. And then releasing, just shake out the legs, walk in place, bend one knee and then the other. and meet me on the other side of your chair. Tree pose on the opposite side. So the foot that is closest to the chair on the inside is rooted, and then kickstand opposite foot, coming onto the toes to begin, and staying rooted and stable by having one hand on the chair. Option to lift the foot to the calf or to the inner thigh, and then experiment with those same arm variations that you did on the other side, finding one that feels good for you. Nice work. Awesome. Gently release that foot and come back to your seat. Sitting back, making sure you can feel the support of the chair behind you, and then interlacing the hands below the knee and lift the left leg and hug it in. So opening up the hip, you can flex the foot here. Great job. And then release and lower, switching sides. Nice work. Release, and we'll come to a spinal twist. So taking both knees to the right, shifting in your seat so that you're facing towards the right. Your torso is turned here. And then keeping one hand rooted on your knee or on the back of the chair, and extend opposite arm out long. Maybe turn your gaze. Great job. Slowly come back through center for a counter twist, taking that extended hand now around the back of the chair, turning towards the back of the chair, and then unwind through center, shifting your seat to face forward, and then move to the other side. So now both knees and the torso are facing towards the left. And we'll move into our spinal twist on this side. So rooting one hand to the back of the chair and then opening up. Feeling expansion across the heart space. Maybe taking your gaze towards those extended fingertips. And then sweeping the arm back through and around to the back of the chair for a gentle counter twist. Gently unwind, coming through center. Option here, as we prepare for our final resting posture, Shavasana in the chair, option to reach for a blanket to cover your lap for warmth, or a pillow to rest your hands. So sometimes it feels good to take a blanket over your lap, maybe taking a bolster or pillow into the lap, and then really scoot back into your chair. In our final relaxation pose, you want to be as comfortable as possible and as supported as possible. So now, letting everything go, sinking back into the chair, letting your back rest on the back of the chair, and then letting your hands rest and on the pillow so that the pillow supports your forearms and wrists. Great job. So becoming as comfortable here as you can, close your eyes and come back to your breath. No need to change anything about your breath, just notice it. And I'll guide you through a quick body scan to close our practice. So from here, beginning with the crown of the head, eyes are closed, the face and jaw is relaxed, maybe the tongue falls away from the roof of the mouth. Shoulders are soft and away from the ears. Elbows, forearms, wrists, and fingertips resting and sinking in just a little bit more. Releasing the hips, knees, ankles, feet, and toes. Sinking in a little bit deeper, giving yourself permission to rest, to release, to restore, knowing that you are fully supported in your seat. Begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Find small movements here. And then gently opening your eyes. You can move the pillow and blanket if you like, or you can keep them exactly where they're at. Coming back to our seat with hands resting on knees or hands to heart center. Slightly tuck your chin, close your eyes once more to close our practice. I invite you to take a few moments of gratitude. Maybe thinking of a person you're thankful for, a place you're thankful for, and a thing that you're thankful for. Taking a moment just to notice how you feel. Notice any ways that you feel differently than when we began our practice. And choosing to carry those things with you into the rest of your day. Choosing to carry gratitude with you into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you, Aunt Mary. I miss you. Namaste.